Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar brought to you by Movie. My name is Aditya and I'm the Corporate Communication Manager at Movie and I'll be the host for your day. Now before we start, I would like to inform everyone that this webinar is being recorded and live streamed across our Facebook handle as well. I would request the audience to keep posting their questions in the Q&A chat and we will address them at the end. We are also conducting a quick poll in today's session. I would request you all to please cast in your votes through the poll section available at the bottom of the screen. The questions will appear at the right moment. Now to kickstart today's event, I would like to take this opportunity to give you a quick overview about Movie. Movie is headquartered in New York and was founded in 2011 with a vision to disrupt the global video and audio streaming market. Movie is one of the leading players in the streaming platform service space and currently offers over 9 products with several more in the pipeline. One of these 9 products, the key product Movie One offers an end-to-end solution to launch your own white-labeled, agile, scalable OTT and live streaming platform with zero coding. Now, to set premise of this webinar, let us go through some statistics. According to a report by Cisco, by the year 2022, over 82% of the consumer internet traffic will become online videos. In comparison to online videos in 2017, the statistics show that this number has increased by 15 times. On many accounts, the increase in the number is due to the high demand by consumers. In fact, over 54% of consumers want to see more video content from businesses and brands that they support. So it isn't surprising to hear that 86% of businesses already use video as a marketing tool and spend a ton of money behind these videos. Videos also help consumers understand the product well, and so videos have become the go-to magic tool for almost all kinds of businesses. To make this session interactive and informative, we would like to get some understanding of your opinions as well. The poll section is now open. I would request the audience to please cast in their votes on the questions that appear on the screens right now. In case you aren't able to view them, please click on the poll section at the bottom of the screen. I'll allow a minute for everyone to cast in their votes. Now we conclude with the poll section. Now this brings us to today's topic: monetize your content effectively, models, platforms, and the best practices. And I would like to welcome a guest speaker of the day, Mr. Vaibhav Pandey. Thank you, Vaibhav, for taking out time to conduct this informative webinar. Now over to you.
Hey, hi Aditya. Thank you for the warm welcome. Hello everyone. Thank you for attending this session. A bit about myself before we begin. My name is Vaibhav and I'm the product marketing manager here at Movie. My job is to make sure that you are aware about Movie's products and associated features. So, let's start today's session with another round of mind-boggling stats. And it's important to look at these statistics because they'll tell us where we are going when it comes to content, especially audio and video. Like 83% of internet users in the US access video as content. Now, the second fact is a very surprising one. More video content is uploaded in 30 days than what major US networks have been able to create in the past 30 years. People have been watching an average of 16 hours of video every week, and more than 75% of all videos are kept on mobile devices. Now, what are these statistics telling us? There are 3 primary insights that we can draw out from these statistics. A, video audio content is being produced at an extremely rapid rate. B, your customer is across platforms, mobile devices, TV, laptop, desktop, everywhere. And the opportunity to monetize and earn revenue is getting bigger day by day. Right. So let's talk about today's agenda in brief. We'll start off with understanding what is monetization. We'll have a look at the various monetization models at play in today's world. And then we'll talk about the various ways and platforms through which you can monetize your content, primarily video and audio, extremely effectively. So what is monetization? So monetization is nothing but the process of deriving revenue from the perceived value you offer to your users. Now it's a bit of a complex definition. Let me put it across to everyone in extremely simple terms. Users consume your content and in return give you revenue. That's it. Now, monetization has always been there, but in the digital age, it has been decentralized in a great way. So, small uh, business owners, entrepreneurs, large business houses, everybody is monetizing their content. Now, examples of not so ancient forms of monetization: your cable bill or your electricity bill, which gets charged monthly, pay-per-view on cable TV, which was a very popular concept in North America and Europe and parts of Europe. Consumption of ads on radio and cable. So these are all forms of monetization which have been there for quite some time now. But the golden rule here is that for monetization to work, your content must provide value to your audience. If your content isn't valuable enough, most likely your monetization strategy would fail. Right? Let's understand a few monetization models. There are multiple monetization models available today, but you can classify them into two broad categories: core and mixed. Core models, we see a lot of core models in use across a variety of industries and SaaS platforms. Pay-per-view, donations, tickets, which is basically one-time payment, if I had to summarize it. Subscription, which is another form of recurring billing. You get charged monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, yearly, right? And finally, ads. Now, in order to maximize their revenue, businesses today have started adopting mixed models. So mixed models are nothing but a combination of two core models put together. So PPV with ads. You purchase a video, and while you're consuming that video, there are spaces in which you get ads. Similarly, subscription plus ads. Now the question to be answered is, what kind of monetization model would you use for your own business? So I want you to look at this table, and you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this. This can be a North Star for you to decide what kind of monetization model you should be adopting for your business, right? Let's look at two important parameters: frequency of consumption and ticket size. Okay, let's take an example. Medium, once a month, ticket size low. So the preferred model here would be subscription and ads. Low, the frequency of consumption is pretty low, maybe once a year. Ticket size is low. The suggested model could be PPV, which is another form of one-time payment, and ads as well, right? So this table could be your guiding star, but that's not all. When you're monetizing content, you have to make sure that you have a deep understanding of your audience and the business you are in. So let's look at some monetization strategies utilized by businesses across the world, right? The one thing common across all these businesses is that at the end of the day, they are trading content for money. Okay, so online certification, and let's keep the table that I showed you earlier in mind while discussing this particular table. The frequency of content consumption when it comes to online certifications is very less, maybe once a year, right? So the ideal form of monetization that is used by online certifications is one time or pay-per-view. Look at OTT platforms. The content consumed is pretty large, it's on a constant basis, the ticket size is extremely low, and therefore their preferred methodology is maybe subscription or ads. Film festivals, for example, or virtual events. These happen once a year or once in every 2 years, right? So the ideal model for them is one-time selling tickets, right? Places of worship, you have church streaming sermons across the globe. So a unique model adopted by them is donations, which again is a form of one-time payment, right? So just corroborating what I just told you about, you need to understand your audience, you need to understand your business, look at the frequency of content consumption, look at the ticketing size, and then decide on the monetization strategy you want for your business. Now, we've decided on a monetization strategy, right? But how to monetize effectively? Now, selecting a revenue generation model isn't enough. You have to do more if you want to monetize effectively. You have to look at the entire ecosystem of your audio and video content. Like I said, first understand your audience, their needs. This will tell you the price points that they are willing to pay for the content that you are producing, right? Indexing and metadata management. Now, this is very important, often ignored. Let us assume that you have a lot of content when it comes to video and audio. You will have trouble listing down that content, uploading that content, storing that content, right? So indexing and metadata management becomes important there. You need a solution which helps you with that. And you cannot monetize what you can't find. So indexing and metadata management is kind of a pillar on which your monetization strategy is based on. Then market yourself. Once you have a monetization model in place, start using vouchers, coupons, do great SEO, reach out to your target audience on social media, distribute content across platforms. And we saw statistics where we saw, that the number of people consuming content via mobile phones or mobile devices has increased tremendously. So your audience is not on the desktop, he or she is not on the platform, on the laptop. They are absolutely everywhere, across mobile phones, Android devices, iOS devices, right? So distributing content across platforms is essential in today's world. It's a necessity. And don't rely on YouTube, right? So you need to have your own website, you need to have your own native apps, and you need to make sure that your content is delivered and distributed across all these platforms. And finally, protect your content. If your content is good enough to be monetized, it is good enough to be pirated, right? Netflix, for example, loses tons of money, billions of dollars every year because of piracy issues across the globe. A lot of great content creators across the globe are facing issues and not getting the maximum revenue output out of their content because of piracy, right? So there are a lot of methodologies by which you can protect your content, primarily DRM and watermarking. DRM stands for Digital Rights Management. It's a separate topic in itself, but I would want you to check out a very cool webinar we did last time here at Movie, which talks specifically about DRM and other methodologies which will help you protect your content. Now we spoke about creating the monetization model and then monetizing your content effectively. Now let's enhance it. Build on top of the existing monetization model that you have created. Now, how do you do that? The golden rule to remember here is that you should always start simple and then expand. Start with a single platform. Start with a single pricing plan. Start with a single geo, right? And as you grow, as your audience grows, start experimenting with differential pricing. Differential pricing is nothing but charging the same product on differently on different occasions to different customer segments, etc. For example, you might have a different pricing on Christmas Eve vis-a-vis a different pricing throughout the year. That's differential pricing. As you grow as a platform and as you grow as an audience, you start expanding. You start getting onto more platforms, you start getting onto more geographies, and you start experimenting with more plans, right, to target different set of audiences. And then you start talking about multi-currency, getting payments done in US dollars, Indian rupees, British pounds, etc., utilizing a variety of gateways from across the world. Carrier billing, which is a very interesting and novel concept where payments are made through the balance or top-ups available on the mobile phone, very famous in the developing countries in Southeast Asia and Africa. You can start experimenting with carrier billing. You can start experimenting with policy engine. Policy engine is nothing but a great way to illustrate that you can create rules around your monetization strategy. For example, a piece of content is available at a price point in one geography, and the same piece of content is available at a different price point at a different geography. That is all handled and controlled by a policy engine. So we spoke a lot about enhancing monetization, right? You need a solution which helps you do all that. Create your monetization plans, then build upon it. The solution should also talk about protecting your content, indexing your content, metadata management, the complete package. Because if you're looking to monetize effectively, these are certain aspects that should be within your radar as well. Now, this is a very novel use case that we've come across as an organization, and we feel that it is important to talk about content aggregators and content partners, right? So you have a lot of content creators across the world, and these content creators are now working with content aggregators as their content partners. Now, content aggregators have their unique set of challenges when it comes to monetization. How do we onboard partners? How do we manage the partner's content? Should the partner be given a standard front end of their own, or it should be something managed by the admin at the back end? What kind of user permission should we allow the partner? If the partner uploads the content, should it go live without any check, or should there be an admin check, for example? What is the revenue sharing mechanism that should be in place? So let's say I'm adopting a PPV model for one of the content which is being monetized and has been produced by my partner, and the cost of that content is $10 for one viewing. What would be the revenue split? Would I get $4, my partner $6? Would I get $7, my partner $3? And how would that revenue be reported to my partners, right? What is their monthly total revenue? Which partner's content is doing good, which partner's content isn't doing that good, right? So all that report has to be collected together and distributed across partners. So this is a very unique use case. Unfortunately, you won't see in fact any solution in the market which offers a dedicated solution for managing partners, right? But fortunately, here at Movie, we have our core product, Movie One, which has a partner portal and has been designed to manage the issues specific to content aggregators when it comes to managing partners from across the globe. Platforms for monetizing effectively, right? We spoke about strategy, tactics. So what are the platforms that you should be focusing on? Now, I have a couple of recommendations for you. If you have a front end, if you don't have a front end, in fact, and if you don't have a back end, you need multiple labs. And as a business, you only want to focus on generating great content. I would suggest you go for an end-to-end platform, which is tried and tested, has enterprise-grade features, allows you to host video, encode, transcode video. There would be a module for indexing and metadata management. It will have its own billing engine, and it will let you apps launch across platforms as and when necessary, along with protecting your content against piracy. In case of Movie, we have our product Movie One, which fits into this category. It is an end-to-end solution which will help you launch your own website and app across platforms. Okay, now if you have a front end, let's say a website or app, and you're looking for an effective billing module, you should consider integrating a billing engine into your system. Now, the billing engine will give you flexibility to create monetization models, create policy engine, create coupons, vouchers, which then can be leveraged by your marketing team, integrate with multiple payment gateways so that you can collect payments across geographies, make use of carrier billings, collect payments in multiple currencies, etc. Right? Now, the billing engine is actually a billing module within the end-to-end platform as well, but you can utilize this separately as well as a product in case you have a website or app of your own, right? So if you have a front end, go for the billing engine. If you don't have a front end and need something which is end-to-end, go to the end-to-end platform. Okay. Points to ponder over. We discussed a lot about strategy, we talked about tactics, and we also spoke about some of the platform, how to select a platform for monetizing your audio and video content, right? So, but there are certain points that you should always make note of while deciding your monetization strategy. One is definitely indexing and cataloging. A lot of people ignore this, a lot of businesses ignore this, but this is the foundation of your monetization strategy. So you should have a strong backend engine which lets you index and monetize your content. Multi-platform distribution is a necessity in today's environment. Like I said, that you just can't rely on YouTube. You just can't rely with having a website. You need to have native apps across mobile devices, apps for iOS, Android. You should have apps You should have native apps on TV, LG TV, Samsung TV, Tizen apps, etc. Right? And effectively, you have to start using data to monetize more effectively. So essentially what happens is you have a monetization strategy in place, right? But you don't know if it's working out or not because you're only seeing the end revenue. Now it is important for you to read reports and figure out which content is working out for you, what are the pricing points that are working out for you. And you can only do this by scanning through revenue reports, analytics reports, etc. Okay. And definitely work on lowering your production costs. Why is it important? Because it gives you the premium or leverage to play around with pricing, to play around with different pricing points. It gives you the leverage to experiment, right? So in summary, we discussed various types of monetization models. I told you that it is important to understand your audience and your business. Then you need to effectively market your content. Definitely very important, distribute your content across platforms. It's a necessity in today's world. And start simple, keep things simple. Start with a single plan, a single geography, right? And then expand as your business grows. And most importantly, keep experimenting. Keep experimenting as you go along, as your business grows, as your content library grows, right? So thank you for being such a patient audience. That's all from me. We'll move to the question and answer round soon. Before that, I'll pass on the baton to Aditya. Aditya, the floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Weber, for sharing your valuable insights. It's now time for the last and final part of the polls for today's webinar. I would request the audience to please cast in their votes for the questions that appear on the screen right now. In case you aren't able to view them, please click on the poll section at the bottom of the screen. I would request the audience to please cast in their votes. I would also like to open the forum for a Q&A session. I would request the audience to post in the questions on the Q&A chat to discuss them in detail. I see the questions have started pouring in. We'll just start in a few seconds. So Vaibhav, the first question that we have received is, how do I decide on my monetization model?
So great question, Aditya, and we spoke briefly about this during the presentation. First, you need to understand your audience. You need to understand your business. You need to understand the frequency of content consumption on your platform. So let's say if you're offering a certification, right? And in that case, the frequency of content consumption is maybe once a year, right? So for you, an effective monetization strategy would be pay-per-view or one time. So ticket size, frequency of content consumption, your audience, and your business. Understanding of all these 4 parameters will give you the effective model that you should be utilizing for your content.
Right. Thanks, Vaibhav. The next question is, can the partner assign their own price and we fix a certain percentage for our revenue?
So the partner portal is controlled by the admin, right? And whatever pricing happens or pricing is decided, it's based on a mutual agreement between the partner and the admin. The input of the pricing into the system is obviously done by the admin, but it is based on a mutual discussion between the two. So let's say that you have decided that it would be a 60-40 split. 60% goes to the admin, 40% goes to the partner, right? So on the mutually decided revenue split, the admin will go ahead and make an entry into the partner portal. The partner portal in turn will make sure that whenever a content is consumed, the revenue is split accordingly and the revenue report is prepared accordingly.
Right. So the next question is, when should we get a video CMS for my business?
Oh, that's an interesting question. So as soon as possible. I'll tell you why. Most most entrepreneurs, first-time entrepreneurs, or heading into the video and audio streaming space, they rely on WordPress websites to share videos, host content, etc. Now, it is expected that you will grow as a business, and therefore, I would suggest that you start off with a strong video CMS, which lets you index content, which lets you manage your metadata, and eventually, monetize upon it. Now, the beauty with using a video CMS is that, content management, monetization, and effective monetization is handled on the same platform as well. So I went a bit around it, but as soon as possible.
Right. So folks, you can join us as soon as possible. The next question is, how many platforms do I need my content to be on to begin with?
Oh, that's an interesting question. So, there are so many platforms available, and it is for you to decide that which platform should I be present on. Ideally, you want to be present everywhere, right? You want to be present on the website. You want to be present on Android, iOS, TVs, etc. But I would again suggest, look at your audience, where they are, create native apps accordingly. If you feel that they are on TV, smart TVs, I would suggest create a smart TV app instead of wasting money on an Android app. Now, as a rule of thumb, I would suggest that if you're not sure where your audience is, go with a website, go with a native Android app, and go with a native iOS app in the beginning, as you start.
Right, Vaibhav. The next question is, could you recommend any monetization platform that are reliable and have proven track record?
Okay, great. So this gives me an opportunity to pitch Movie. So, I spoke about two kinds of platforms that will help you out. One is obviously the end-to-end platform that you need if you're only focused on creating and monetizing content, right? In that case, you need an end-to-end platform. Movie One is pretty solid there, one of the market leaders. It will help you do everything: index, metadata management, monetize, create revenue reports, etc. Also has a partner portal in place. So that's one. Now, in case you have a front end and you're looking at only the billing solution, we have another product known as Movie Billing. You can integrate your website or app with Movie Billing via APIs, and every feature, every modern feature that should be available on a billing platform that lets you monetize content effectively, basically create plans, reach out to various geographies with multi-currency, etc. All that is available via Movie Billing as well. So again, reiterating, if you have a front end, you're looking for a billing solution, go with Movie Billing. If you need end-to-end solutions, go with Movie One.
Right. That also answers the question to one of our audiences that has asked that I have a website and how can I monetize the video on my website?
Yeah, that's correct. I think Movie Billing would be the ideal choice there. But right. Just to add on, so it's great that you pointed that out. The gentleman who asked this question would also need a strong video management engine at the back end, right? Because indexing, metadata management, those things are also important, right? So we have Movie Flex, which helps you do this as well. So in case you have a website, I think a combination of Movie Flex, Movie Billing, and the front end website should do the trick quite effectively.
Right, Vaibhav. The next question is, does your platform come with a mobile app?
That's a great question. So Movie, as I said, Movie One, let me be a bit more specific here, is an end-to-end platform, right? So with Movie One, you can launch your own native app, white labeled native app containing your own logo across Android, across iOS, across PlayStation 4, across TV, across Samsung TV, smart TVs, everywhere. Once you upload content, it generally takes Movie's team it takes them a couple of days basically to get your native app ready. And the beauty here is that the serious advantage that you have here is the content across all your applications is controlled by a single CMS.
Right. Okay, the next question, again, I think it talks about our services. Can you talk about the cost of movie services?
Also, for that, I would suggest you check out Movie's pricing plan. Um we have the website. The link to our website is displayed on the screen, www.movie.com. I would suggest you log into the website and click on the pricing page. We have various plans in place. I want to do justice with all the plans present, but the basic plan starts with $399. There are other plans in place as well. What is offered in which plan, or what are the kind of services that we are offering, what are the kind of features that we are offering, you will get a detailed description on the pricing page on our website.
Great. We'll answer a few more questions before we move on. How can I charge a premium to my customers with a subscription plan?
Oh, that's an excellent question. And I am assuming that you want to create a differentiation within your product or your content that helps you charge a premium, right? So, user experience and choices, I would put it this way. User experience. So, the same content, you're letting your user witness the same content across a multitude of platforms. For example, they can view it on mobile, they can view it on their laptop, they can view it over an iPad, and they can view it using different resolutions. You can view it in 4K, 360, 720p. Again, buffering is not an issue. So whenever if suppose somebody picks a higher plan, higher pricing plan, buffering for them would not be an issue. So you are enhancing user experience. So what I'm essentially trying to say here is that you can design features in such a way that they all point towards user experience, improving user experience, and then you can charge a premium. Then you can introduce a premium plan to your customers. Another way to introduce a premium plan to your customer is to make content which is exclusively available on that premium plan, right? So if you have certain content which has a lot of demand in the market, you might want to restrict it to a higher plan and not make it available to a lower plan. So some of the methodologies with which you can create differentiation when it comes to your product and your content.
Right. So this question is more related to running ads. So it's asking, if the customer is asking if you're running ads with subscription, can I use any ad server of my choice?
Oh, that's great. That's a great question. So typically, and you told you, right, you need a video CMS at the back end to help you manage metadata, etc. Now, when you talk about monetization and when you talk about using an ad server, the ad server has to be integrated with the video CMS. Now, generally, it takes a couple of months for an ad server to get integrated into the video CMS. So let's say tomorrow you come to Movie and you say that, I want to use SpotX, which is a very famous ad server. Movie has a feature, Movie One has a feature which is known as bring your own ad server, by virtue of which any ad server of your choice gets integrated into your platform in a mere couple of days, right? So that go-to market, which is supposed to be a couple of months, is reduced to maybe a day or two. So yes, you can bring your own ad server, and if it's not already integrated with Movie One, it will get integrated with Movie One in just a couple of days.
Thanks, Vaibhav. The last question is there an online radio station product on Movie? And if yes, then how the monetization works on that?
Oh, interesting question. So we do have a product known as Movie Playout. Look, let's understand what makes a radio station different from normal streaming. So you have a scheduler in place, right? So you have a schedule in place and content is played according to that schedule. So we do have a solution known as Movie Playout, which will help you create this schedule and run content without intervention according to the schedule. Right? When it comes to subscription, subscribing, you can use a variety of subscription methodologies, primarily recurring billing, which is again subscription charging monthly to your users, and you can also employ ads.
Right, Vaibhav. We'll just take one last question.
Sure.
What is your view on the new subscription platform starting for free for a period of time until user numbers are at level? And if your experience, sorry, one second. Yeah, and in your experience, how's the best way to communicate this to the user?
Can you reiterate that question again?
Yes, sure. Sorry. Yeah, what is your view on the new subscription platform starting for free for a period of a time until user numbers are at level? And in your experience, how is the best way to communicate this to the user?
Oh, okay. So, you know what? When you take a free trial and you're not satisfied with the performance of the billing engine or the subscription platform, migration becomes a huge challenge. And it's a threat to your business, because let's say that you start a business platform, you start a streaming platform, and you take a billing engine as a part of the streaming platform for a free trial basis, right? In that brief period, you acquire 500 or 600 subscribers. Now, if you're not satisfied with the billing engine, migrating to a new billing engine would be a hassle for you. So in essence, what I would request you to do is not get a lot of subscribers on board if you are using a free trial when it comes to a billing engine. Test out the billing engine. If it is according to your needs, it has all the necessary features and customizations available, then create a monetization strategy on top of it, and then start getting users for your platform. In that way, your business is not threatened if you decide to and if even if you decide to move from one billing platform to another billing platform, there are migration services available which will migrate one set of subscribers that you have to a new set of subscribers, but that is always a hassle, right? So I would advise against it, and I would suggest that make sure that the billing engine that you want to utilize with your platform is the one you would want to use for the long term.
Right. Thanks, Vaibhav. Now, this brings us to the end of today's great session. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking out time from your busy schedules and making this session a great success. Our upcoming webinar, Winning the OTT Game, Finding the Right Platform for Your Content, is our first customer-based webinar. Now join us and Twisted Mirror's Michael Thierry on the 22nd of December 2021 to learn about how their business strategies over the last few months has positioned them as exponential growth in 2021. You can join this webinar to learn more about the current OTT market with respect to content consumption, top OTT factors facing customers, including incremental reach, deduplication, performance, and reach frequency, getting the right fit, how to reach your target audience with your video offering, and strategies that OTT players are employing today to make a OTT a valuable part of the media mix. Now, as an end note, we are also encouraging you to go ahead and download a small handout in relevance to today's topic. The links are appearing on the chat section. With this, I would like to thank everyone for joining in, and thank you, Vaibhav, for this informative session.
Pleasure being here, Aditya.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.